Hi, my name is Penina Ndegwa and this is Mom Kenya. What comes into your mind when you think of Dandora? Is it the dam site, the crime, insecurity, and all those bad things? But actually, they are a group of youth who are changing the narrative, converting their spaces into a secure, crime-free space, and most importantly, redesigning some of those dam sites into beautiful public spaces. And today, I'm introducing Believer Scott. So the first time I came to Dandora, he told me to be as free as a cockroach. Why that?
The reason why I tell you to feel free like a cockroach, it's because, you know, when you are outside there, people think Dandora is a dangerous zone, somewhere that you can't feel free, somewhere that you can't take off your phone, somewhere that you can't feel like you are home. So I normally tell people, when you come to Dandora, you feel free like a cockroach, so that at least you can experience what we mean by Dandora, so that at least you can see the benefit or those good things that come out of Dandora.
And for real, I experienced something different. So when I came in to Believer Scott, which is one of your greatest initiatives, I was able to feel like I'm in a different place. And the whole perception of Dandora to me changed. So tell us, how did Believer Scott come up?
So Believer Scott came up, that is back in 2014. So like I told you, I've been raised and gave birth here in Dandora. So Dandora is my home. So when we were in Dandora here, a lot of things happen here in Dandora, like crime. When you hear the word Dandora, what comes in your mind is crime. So I've been here in Dandora, I've been engaged in crime activity. I've lost a lot of friends. I've lost a lot of those youths that we used to play ball with. So one time when I was sitting there, after seeing a lot of my youth members have died, I decided, what if I change and start something that instead of me sitting or instead of me getting involved in crime, I can start something that can benefit this community. And
just a question. When you say your friends were involved in crime, were you yourself involved in crime?
Yeah, I myself was involved in crime. I've been in crime, I've been mobbed by mob justice, my friend have been lynched. So I've seen a lot of things here in Dandora. So some of them have been shot dead. So we have gone to a lot of burials here for the youths, a lot of them. So it reached a time that we had to change and come up with a new system. Because when we were growing up here in Dandora, most of our role model were thieves. So you see, when you are growing and you see the role model, those people who wear smart, those people who wear silver, those people who do anything they want in Dandora are thieves. So you grow up knowing that that is the kind of life that you want. So that was the mistake that most of the youths did. So when we grow up that way, we also get involved in crime. That is how my life got messed up with crime. So I started to live that way and start something that can benefit our community. So this place that we are sitting on, it used to be a dumping site. So most of the people, like one person was shot there. So this was like a hideout for people. So because of that heap and the community could throw here. So I decided that instead of us sitting there, why don't I try to mobilize my fellow youths and tell them maybe we can go and remove those dump sites instead of us being idle, at least to keep us busy. That is how we started this Believers Court.
Did you have any financial?
No, actually we didn't have any financial. When we were starting, even we didn't have any tool. It was just kijiko. I remember I had only kijiko. I started that I was going to remove it with that kijiko to pole to instead of mimi. So I could wake up in the morning like 6 and just come here, spend all the time here to evening.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Now, because you are in a sort of an activity, crime, though it's illegal, at least that was kind of your income. Now you've changed and you want to transform your space. You have no financial backing. So how are you able to make your ends meet? And also, where did you get the ideas of transforming this whole space into a nature haven? Because you'll be taking us around and people are going to see how it looks right now. So how did you make the ends meet at that time? Okay,
at that time when we were started, there are a lot of challenges, because when we were started, what happens, when we were started, we didn't have that income, any related income. So since the way I've told you, I've been brought up here, most of the community here used to know me. So when we were started, we were digging the drainages. The community here could pay me 30 shillings. Hey, Evans, good job. At least nowadays you are not in crime. When you continue doing this, take this 30 shillings, at least drink milk. That is how we started. So when they will buy for me a milk, idea will come, what if you transform this place into a beautiful garden? Then you tell them to contribute something. That is how idea came up of how we call a meeting with our community areas. Yeah. So when I called the meeting, I explained to them about the idea that I have. I wanted to transform this space. Actually, we did not start here. We started the other side where we are played for the kids. Yeah, for the kids, where we are placed swings for the kids. So when we started that place, we called the meeting and I explained to them that we have left crime and we want to start something maybe can benefit the community. But some of the community believed me, but some didn't, because they say that once a crime, always a thief. So some of them saw that it was only my idea for me to come and grab this piece of land. But the dream that I had was at least to bring that change, that positive change. Because me, I normally tell people, I contributed to giving Dandora that bad name, to be sure, yeah. But I want to be the person to contribute to giving it the good name.
And for sure you have, because we can see the beauty.
Thank you.
The work speaks for itself.
Thank you.
You have a library, you have a play space for kids, you have some benches where, like even the one you're sitting on, all of it, it's all your brain. So what's your favorite place in this park? What is the favorite?
My favorite section is at the Believers at the library. The library, because there is where we have all the information of the world. Because when it comes to books, they have really challenged me. They have really helped me to take this thing to the next level. So that is my favorite place, because when I go there, I get the information how I can help my community. I get good knowledge about transforming spaces. So actually that is my favorite place. When I go there, I take a coffee as I read. I really feel alive.
Yeah. And during our time, the frequent visitors have come. I've seen a lot of girls, especially girls. There are so many of them coming to do their studies here, including candidates, and we'll be seeing some of them today. But also, how have you ensured that this is a safe space for girls? And even parents are confident to bring in their children here. Actually,
this is a space, it's a safe space not only for girls. It's a safe space for kids. It's a safe space for girls. It's a space for all people. It's a safe space for youths. It's a space for women, all people. Because why? Because this place, when you come, you just mind your own business. What has brought you here? People come here to learn. So when they come here, I put that discipline. That when you come here to learn, take a book and learn. Let that be the reason why you have come here. So you'll find that the school kids, they come here, they feel safe here, because when they come here, they know they're just coming to learn, no more, no less. The old people, when they come here, sometimes they take their coffee, they rest here. They know when they come here, they are safe. No one will disturb them. So this is a safe place for all.
Yeah, you talked about the community helping you in contributing to this Believers Court. So how do they contribute?
What happens when we started, we called the meeting with the community and the landlords. Community and the landlords. So community and the landlords, what happens, they contribute 100 shillings each month. So this 100 shillings, 50 shillings goes to the security, 30 shillings goes towards the maintenance, and 20 shillings goes towards just, we save it. Just in case anything gets spoiled here, we can amend it. So through this, we have created employment to ourselves and to my fellow youths, because nowadays, at least after leaving crime, I took some of the youths and told them this initiative. So we are the one who offer security here. It is a gated community. So at night we guard this place. We have dogs. We have that person who is responsible for the night watch. And we are those people who are responsible for making sure that this place is clean and maintained. So there is that small fee that we get from the community. This is a community-led initiative. Yeah.
So where did you get the tortoise and the doves, and who feeds them? Does the income that you generate from the community, is it enough for you to feed the animals and all that?
Actually, what happens when you bring a change, we say when you bring a change, you have to sacrifice. Yeah, change requires sacrifice. So sometimes we sacrifice our own money in our pocket to buy them, like things like rabbits, yeah, things like pigeons. Yeah, and also the amount that we take from the community, that the 20 shillings I told you that we normally save. So that 20 shillings is the one that we normally use to make sure that we put things like swings, we buy things like paints, we make sure that the pigeons have food to eat, and also the rabbits. And also the other part is that this initiative, just the way I've told you, is a community-led initiative. Also the community come to feed them. Yeah, like you'll find that kids bring the greens, for the rabbits. So that is how this project sustains itself.
So one last question. How would you encourage other youth, not just from Dandora, from other neighborhoods within Nairobi, to transform their spaces for the whole community? Actually,
what I'll tell the other youths wherever they are is that the change you want to see in your community, it starts with you. You will never leave someone to come from Donholm or from where to come and bring change to you. As youth, we take the initiative to transforming your area. Yeah, because you can't wait for someone to come and do it for you. It is your responsibility. I normally tell people, if we take care of nature, nature will take care of us.
Exactly. So how can people support you? What is your wish list?
Actually, people can support us in many ways, because Believers, what we have done in Believers, we have not yet finished it. We still have a long way to go. Like we need to create a fish pond. We need to create a big library that will sustain the whole community, because you'll find that in Dandora we don't have library. The only one we have is this one. So you see, with a lot of people, you see that this is too small. So if we can expand it. So if we get some books, people who can give us book, we'll really appreciate. If we get some people who can give us like paints, we still need paints. We have the place where we have place for the kids. If we can get people who can bring us swings, at least kids to enjoy themselves, we can really appreciate. We need something like a projector, because the idea is that at night we want to put here a movie, a cinema show. So at least the community on Saturdays or on Sundays, the community can be coming here and we watch a movie as a community. You see, that one will bring cohesion and togetherness among the community. So those are the things that we want, and we also we need financial support, because you'll find that this place has not yet, we have not reached the maximum, the climax. And also it is not only this place that we want to transform, we have transformed a lot of spaces. So you'll find that the other spaces, they still don't have resources. So if we can get resources to support the other youths, we can really appreciate.
Exactly. So how can people find you? Social media handles?
My social media handles is Evans Manager, that is Facebook, Twitter, Evans Manager still, And Instagram, you still find me Evans Manager.
Right, now I want us you to take us around so that we can be able to experience your beautiful garden, telling us how you've been able to transform all the spaces into the beautiful pieces that we have. Thank you so much, Ivan, for having us.
Thank you, and you feel free still like a cockroach.
Thank you so much for watching. I hope you're inspired by the story of Evans, and just to challenge you to do something small for your neighborhood. If you've seen something beautiful in your estate, feel free to contact us. We'll be happy to feature it. And I invite you all to come visit Believers Garden in Dandora. By the way, bring your Range Rover, it's gonna be safe. Bye bye, see you next time. Please subscribe. Bye.